Hello, my name is Oscar Neerstrass. Today I'd like to show you how to set up a GitHub repository to manage your Glamorous Toolkit code and Lepiter pages. I'll assume that you already have a GitHub account and have added an SSH key to that account. If not, you should first create a GitHub account and read the GitHub page about adding a new SSH key to your GitHub account. Before you can use Git within GT, you have to inform it of your Git credentials. On Unix platforms like the Mac, you should run this command before starting GT, or add it to your login script. You can also configure the SSH credentials directly within GT. The GT book page, How to Work with GitHub, explains this and provides a simple script that you can reuse. The script informs Iceberg, the library that handles the interaction with Git, of your GitHub credentials. Next, we create a repo on GitHub. Here we create the GT stuff repo and initialize it with a README. We commit the README and copy the SSH link. Next, we clone the repo in GT using the SSH protocol. We open the Git tool in GT and clone the repo using the copied SSH URL. Now we will turn the GitHub repo into an Iceberg project repo. We click on the Repair button and add a folder for all the source code, typically called SRC. We select the source folder and add the project metadata to it. Finally, we commit, adding a suitable commit comment. But we won't push yet. Since we'll need a place to store our code, let's create a package with a dummy class that we can replace later. We open the coder and create a new class called dummy in the new GT stuff package. We can now create a baseline for our repo. This will allow us to script the loading of the repo and selected packages in future. We edit the baseline method to specify just the dependency on the GT stuff package. If we need to, we can later add other packages. We add the two new packages to our repo. And we commit the changes with a suitable commit message. We'd like to have a Lepiter database associated to our repo so we can document our project. In the Git tool, we open the header and add a new database folder. We call the new database Lepiter. After creating the folder, don't forget to click on the check mark to add it as a database. We can now add pages to the new Lepiter database. We just add an empty page for now. The pages will be automatically added to the repo, but make sure that the changes are synced to the file system before committing. Note that as long as the status is pending, the page only exists in the image, but not on the file system. Now that the page has synced, we can commit the changes to our Lepiter database to the repo. We'll add a class-side method to the baseline class to automate the loading of the new Lepiter database. Note especially that this is a class method, not an instance method, so we don't need to create an instance of baseline of GT stuff to evaluate it. This is mostly boilerplate code. The only thing to change is the path to the folder containing the Lepiter database to be loaded. This code will find the Lepiter folder in our cloned repo and add it to the registry of Lepiter databases. We commit this method as well. We now would like to automate the process of loading the project packages and the Lepiter database. At last, we'll push our changes to the remote repository. Let's remove the repository from our image and from the file system so that we can test the load scripts. We can now add the boilerplate load scripts to the README of our GitHub repository. This first script automates the cloning of the repository with the help of metadata, the package management system for Pharo. It will clone our GitHub repo and add it to the Iceberg registry of loaded repos. The second one will add the cloned Lepiter database to our GT Lepiter registry. We commit these changes to the README so we can easily find them. Now we can use the metadata script to load our repo. We copy-paste the scripts to a playground and run them one after the other. We also run the load Lepiter script to load the Lepiter database from the cloned repo into our image. If we go to the Git tool and refresh it, we see that the repo is now back. Similarly, the Lepiter tool shows that our Lepiter database is back again. You'll find more GT in 7-minute videos on our YouTube channel, or you can explore GT by downloading it from gtoolkit.com. Thanks for listening.